Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to the show. East West the show. Jack Chow is hosting under the flag, beautiful flag of G&E TV. A week and a half ago, we had a discussion about New York activities, about doing charity work or charitable work by one of the extreme rich Chinese guy hosting lunch, supposed to be 1,000 people and with 250, and hand out cash of $300 each of the 1,000, end up nothing. And well, we gave a huge comment about that activities. And later, about a second day or something, I shared my thoughts with some of friends, including these two friends in front of me. They are Jennifer Yang and Bill Yang, a beautiful couple, a very close friend of mine. And well, they kind of have their own take, especially when they are themselves involved in the philanthropic activities. Almost half of their lives they've been doing it. In other words, they do it on a day-to-day basis. They are the ones that have the especially have the say to give definitions, to go in depth about the philanthropic activities. So to my audiences, I would seriously introduce to you, and officially of course, my good friend Jennifer Yang.
Hi,
Welcome
Jack.
to the show.
Thank you, Jack.
And my good friend, the handsome husband, Bill Yang.
Thank
please.
you, Jack.
Yeah, all right, very good. Both of them were heavily involved in the contribution of U.S.-China friendship. Later on, I'll explain to you, and also in the worldwide philanthropic activities. So for that, I will give you my salute, and I do that with a huge respect. So let's start with your background, please, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. How about lady first, Bill?
Go ahead, please.
All right, good.
Okay.
Good. Please.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Yang, and we live in California now. And before,
Yorba Linda.
Yorba
To
Linda.
be precise.
Yes.
The place where most of the money goes.
Oh, okay. And another famous thing is that's the city and the place President Nixon was
Library.
born.
Yes, sure. Okay,
Right.
good.
So we are doing our own business at this moment. However, before I followed the bill and lived in China for many, many years. And Bill worked for Boeing company before. And during this time, I also had a chance to work for the U.S. Consulate General in Shenyang for 3 years.
Oh yeah, probably were you who gave me the visa, my first visa.
Actually,
could be possible,
yeah,
right?
could be.
Could be possible. Yeah.
Yes, we help friends.
Oh, very good, very
Yes.
good, very good. How about Bill?
I was born in Washington, D.C. We later moved to Oklahoma. My dad originally worked for the War Department. My mother was a school teacher.
I see.
And I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma until, I don't remember the date, but for quite a while. I then went to the University of Tulsa for a while.
Went
joined
to
the Navy.
China.
No, you went in the Navy.
Yes, I spent 20 years in the Navy.
Oh, you did your part. You served the country.
Of course.
Of course. All right, proudly. All right.
And then after I left the Navy, I went to work for a small airline called Muse Air. It doesn't exist anymore. Southwest ate it out.
I see.
And while working for Muse, I got an offer to go to work for Douglas Aircraft, which became Boeing.
I see. I see. In other words, you stayed in Boeing almost as long as Boeing is.
Not quite.
But before Boeing was formed, right?
No, Boeing's been around for a long, long time.
Oh, yeah?
Bill Boeing's been around since
Bought over?
till maybe
Over small.
1920s.
I see. I see.
And I went to work for Douglas about, 1960?
I see. So they are Boeing bought over Douglas.
Yeah, they bought Douglas along with a lot of other companies.
All right. What was your position in Boeing?
I was the company representative.
Uh-huh.
My job was to talk to the customer, find out what his problems were, needs, and try to solve as much as I could.
I see. I see. And you were in China for quite a bit.
I spent 23 years in China.
23 years.
Yes.
All right. Good. 23 years. That's a long time.
Grew up
two
in
decades.
China.
Yeah.
Grew up in
Grew up,
China.
yeah, I see. All right. Okay. With the background, I know we're talking about two professionals that did their part to serve the country. When Jennifer served with the U.S. Consul General in Shenyang for quite a bit, many of you probably get the visa. Like I said, I could be in there among them through Jennifer Yang. And Bill, of course, he served his part, served the country by joining the Navy. And he did quite a long time technical work with the Boeing aircraft companies. Right? So now let's put that aside a little bit, concentrate ourselves on philanthropic activities. I still remember the other day at lunch when I mentioned about the philanthropic activity, quote unquote, in New York, you gave me a very strong resentment, almost kind of response. So, can we do it again, please? Let my audience know how you read about what this person is doing.
I'm suspicious. I don't know what he's up to, but giving money away, there's got to be a purpose for it. Nobody spends money with no purpose. So there needs to be a purpose. And yes, people are getting helped, but how much help do they really need? The people he's trying to give money to are there because of something probably beyond their control.
All right.
And he's trying to help them, but that particular group needs to work. So if you give them jobs, fine. Give them money, they're saying that if you want the man to do well, you don't give him a fish, you teach him how to fish.
Teach them fishing. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes.
And
yes.
if you teach him fish, he eats for a long time. Give him fish, he eats one time.
All
Good
right.
point.
Good. What's your take, Jennifer?
And I paid a little attention to this because kind of feel this gentleman wanted attention to me.
He wanted attention. Yes.
To me, yes. Is that for what purpose? Could not tell. It's kind of very vague to me.
All right.
Yeah, because he's a businessman, he doesn't need to have a kind of a political purpose.
I see.
However, to help to do charity work, that's not the way we normally know how to do. Especially coming to the United States, how to do that, he needs to do lots of work.
I see.
And for this one, I don't understand.
Yeah, all right. So,
Yeah.
There's a big difference between U.S. culture and Chinese culture,
all right.
and the way they see things. He's acting like he's still in China. He's trying to show off.
Yeah, showing off is the key with this
He's
word.
got a lot of money, yes, and this is not money that he's collected. This is his money. So he's showing off.
Showing off, yes.
But why and what for? I have no idea. Hopefully, it gets some people started on their own way out of poverty. To get people out of poverty, you got to give them a job. You got to give them a way of getting their self-respect back, because somebody in poverty has no self-respect. They've lost it.
It reminds me of one of Charles Chaplin's early work.
Oh, yeah.
One of the comedy was that at a harbor by the dock, there's a poor man who wants to commit suicide by jumping into water. There came a guy, rich guy, who was drunk. Hey, what you doing? Like, of course, that was silent movie, right? And he tried he stopped him on learning his suicide story. He kind of hugged him and brought him home,
Yeah.
right? Brought him home. And the next morning when he became sober from the alcohol, who the hell are you? And he was kicked out. And in the film, it keeps on doing it over and over again. Lots of people seeing this film many, many times didn't get to the meaning. The way I saw it, the way I see it still is that this person enjoys the moment of himself being drunk, seeing somebody so thankful to him. That's entertainment.
Yes, that's probably true.
Coming back to reality, why the hell should I help you? Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
Go, get out of the house. There's the door.
Yeah.
That's what shows in the film. And the next day, of course, the same harbor, the guy tries to kill himself again. He's drunk again. Oh, yeah, baby. Da, 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 da. Again and again and again.
That's going to repeat for almost ever.
Yeah, sure. He keeps on suffering the same thing that caused him suicide.
Right.
And he enjoyed the same thing. Do you think this kind of like self-entertaining stuff?
Possibly.
Possibly, right? Okay.
Because his reason for doing it, spending money for entertainment is one thing. A lot of people do that. They go shows, they go
Yeah.
a lot of different things.
Become a show.
All right, good. And the go to expensive show, such as Broadway, right? And fly to London for orchestra, and then fly back next morning.
Well, there's people who do.
And fly first class.
Okay.
Or if they have a half class, they can do half class.
Enjoy that type of a feeling, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Those
all right.
type usually have their own airplanes.
All right, very good. Yeah, airplanes. All right, we'll talk about that. So, to my audience, today I'm so flattered that I have my two friends, personal friends, by the way, personal friends joining me in the discussion about this quote unquote philanthropic subject, which really is nothing, but the concept really caused me a huge headache. That's why I still hang on to it. I'm still milking into the situation to see if I can suck anything out of it. Right? So let's take a very short moment now. When we come back, we'll continue finding what is the way to properly do the job. All right, so stay with us.